Hi guys, Franzen here. Welcome back to another episode of Night of Dragons, the first one in 2018. Hope you all had a good New Year's Eve and shit. And yeah, unfortunately it's over now, but yeah, it's 2018 and we're going to December 2018 and then we'll have the same thing all over again, but then somewhat differently. And to end, or to actually begin the year with a bang and to end the last year with a bang, Eternality decided to go on a top run. We were planning on top 3 and at the beginning we kind of slacked for a bit. You can see that we got the Shadow Forge anyway, and as you can see we also got 100 gems. Which means, as you can see right here, top 3. And holy fucking shit, this one's a war. Let me guarantee you that right now. Everybody will get a big fucking shout out in this video, because holy fucking shit. This is like 50 minutes ago, and 15, not 50 by the way. And it just was such a fucking nice war to be in actually. Because at the first day, we were like, oh, let's just take it easy, you know, let's just try to sneak in top 3 eventually. And then we snuck in top 3, I guess, after, or it got closer on Sunday. And then at the Sunday evening, we started to push in top 3. And believe me, both the World Assassins and Overdose were not happy to see that. So the World Assassins is LGX. Overdose is TFO, and True Order is NWO, and so is Eternality as of now. So, what I want to be telling you guys is how the war actually went. I'll try to keep it as short as possible, because my tongue is hurting right now, and I don't even know why. So yeah, here we have the points. Let me give the biggest fucking shout out I ever did to Area Down. This fucking beast hit 10.6 million in total, and together with his girl Adelia, sorry if I can't pronounce your name properly, I just pronounce it Adelia. She is his girlfriend or wife. I don't really know. They are in a relationship, to say the least. And they are having kids, to say the least. But she hit for Area Down like half of the time when he was at work, and then all of a sudden it just like on Monday, so today actually, because it's like 50 minutes ago since we ended this war, you could actually get like, or Area was there himself, and that was one of the biggest fucking best things there is. Sorry if I'm really swearing all too much, but it's like this war was so damn hectic. I just can't get over it myself, honestly. So Adelia, Area Down, thank you. You have all my love, all my gratitude. If you ever need me on a run, I'm there. I'm fucking there, you know. I'll try to do the best I can. Not exactly the biggest hitter. Wasn't the biggest hitter in here either. But these guys spent so many damn rainbows on this war only, you know. And I'm like, why even? And then Blur also spent so many fucking rainbows. This guy, I never heard of him, and all of a sudden he came to me and he was like, oh sure, I'm going to spend some, you know, and he was like, I'm going to spend 7k. He ended up spending much more than that. So, big major shout out to another beast, Blur, of course. Then I really, so I'll post a screenshot right now that says, I really have a bad feeling about this. And this is Elwin, and this is the Gold Sentinel. I'm the Gold Master. I'll get to that soon. And we had the joke from a Star Wars meme that says, I really have a bad feeling about this. It's a running gag that goes through all of the movies except for the new, except for 7 and 8. And yeah, you can see it right here. This is Elwin, Mr. I really, 2.5 million. Big fucking shout out to him. It's the first time that he hit this much. He had to pretty much to keep this top 3 going. But it wasn't necessary, you know. I mean, all of these guys and girls just spent it on their own. It wasn't necessary to do so. Alex, the biggest free-to-play hitter, because he has, I believe he has 3,600 gems saved up. And 1.5 million, Jesus Christ. Mr. Feeling about this is IMAX, his retirement run. This was a domination run. I'll get to that in a bit as well to make a little bit shameless self-advertisement for myself. 1.4 million, I hit for him the entire time. He was out after the first day, I guess. 2 rainbows for that dude. And then we have Rendicio, Brock, and Rush is good. These, especially Brock and Rush, I know them for a longer time as I do than Randy. I'll just call him Randy for now. But big shout out to these guys. 1 million points, Jesus. Guy has been with me for almost 3 years now. 900k, most he's ever done. Doesn't even know English all too well. Still knows how to get going though. Aiden, one of my silent members that actually does know everything I want him to do. Also, every time I ask him for something such as gold, gems, he has it. I don't know how he does it. He's free to play too, saves up a lot, as well as gold, as well as gems. I'm always happy with this dude actually. Then we have Koen. Then we have Koen and Ace. These two, 800k. Big major fucking shout out to these guys too. Myself has saved up like 1800 gems on both accounts. And I got 850k with this one. This is my main account by the way. So yeah, we'll get to the enhancement video on another day. Because this is going to be too long otherwise. You know, I don't want to make a 30-minute episode. Because that's also going to be edited. But anyway, then we have Cod King and Bolly. Big shout out to you guys, you know, and I didn't know Cod King for very long. He was in Reckless Family, new member of Reckless Family. I'm actually quite glad that he got through Reckless Family because he's a very good hitter. Brutus, one of my original high commanders from Eternality, has been with me for a couple of years too. Now big shout out to this Romanian dude. Bolly, as I stated already. Phoenix, one of the new people that came from United Front. And then there's me, 700k. I spent all my gems on this one. Usually I always keep like 200 in spare or something. But I literally had to spend everything I got on this one to make this one work. Because I'll get to those wars soon. So yeah, then we have Nifsu, we have Milk, 600k. Holy shit. Nifsu is one of the newer hitters in Reckless Family. Also, big shout out to this dude because he is such a nice guy. You know, he's from Sweden or something? Already forgot, but I... Sorry. Then we have Monkey D. Luffy, he's from DBK, also where Brock came from. One of the bigger hitters that also knows how to save up. I love people that know how to save up, you know. And then we have Launch. I don't know if he saved up, I believe he did. And also got 600k, Ducky got 600k. Also knows how to save, of course. Gambit Lone Wolf, one of the newer members in EA as well. Big shout out to him, you know, he just bought like 800 gems or something to get the minimum of gems, because, you know, the minimum was 1000 gems or 400k, so you can already tell where this is kind of going, you know. It was kind of on like the fifth, like the 5 people on top, you know, like Adelia, Aria Down, Elwin, and Blur, and the other guy that I actually forgot his name from right now. Sorry, but I actually forgot someone's name there because there were like 5 people who got over 2 million. No, I don't know anymore actually. But yeah, then we have Savitar, Cassandra. Cassandra always gets her minimums anyway. You know, she usually is actually a minimum hugger. I don't mind that at all. You know, as long as you make the minimum, I'm fine with it. But this time she actually got 200k over the minimum. Jensen, another EA guy. All these guys, and Cassandra has been with me for 2, maybe 3 years now. Jensen 2 years, Fat 2 years. Duo is an old member that came to back to EA at the Eternal Family, as I like to call it, because we are expanding again with Wrath of Eternity. And these guys, you know, Duo was an old member of, I believe it was Shadows of Eternity back in the day. I don't even remember, but we put him in Shadows of Eternity anyway, because EA was full at the time. And he has been such a major, I want to say such a major issue, but such a major thing, you know, such a major thing in this war as well. Then we have Jeff. Unfortunately, didn't make the High Commander minimum, but it's kind of like I made him High Commander. It's not like he had the choice. I just said, like, hey, you have to, I need another High Commander, because I was 1 short, and I didn't want to fall out on 1 short. But anyway. So after Jeff, we have our time setter, E-Hat, 558k, that's still a fuck ton, you know. Then we have Demigod. This guy was actually falling on short on the minimums until the very end of the war, when I told him to just push, because he woke up like 3 hours before the war, and then all of a sudden he was like, oh shit, still have to get my minimums. Well, he very much made it. We have Monkey, or Matt as I like to call him, the British one, because there was this time that I asked him, like, were you American or are you British? Because I remember you saying something about England, but I was like, the fuck, you know? And then he told me, you know, I'll just put it in my name, and ever since then he is called EA Matt, the British one, you know? So it's kind of like there's a nice backstory to it. Then we have AD and Areep. These two motherfuckers, beasts as well, you know, always on time. Audacious too. these three, they know each other for some, I wanted to say for some damn reason, but these guys know each other. They know each other somewhat more closely than others do. Don't really sure what the relationship between these three is, but I guess I'll hear that after this video. So Battlecry, aka Ryan, is also another somebody that fell on short on minimums after or right before the war, and 3 hours or 2 hours before the war ended, he was like, oh, gotta make the minimums, and all of a sudden, poof, he just put up 200k. Now Vigurfi, one of the new members in my sub-guild, which is Shadows of Eternity, and it's such a good guild as of now, you know. Sometimes they even beat us in wars, but that's mainly because they're jamming. And I told my people to save up, so what do I know? And then we have Malidas with his 403k, and that's the minimum, so there's no leeches whatsoever. Everybody made exactly above the minimum. Now let's take a look at the wars. I know this is a long recap, but it's just... The raid has already started, by the way. Maybe you can clearly see that there's a little time gap in between these videos, or in these cuts. That is because what happened was this video is made out of 2 different days. Let's just say that. You know, if you suddenly see a random cut somewhere down the line in this video, I believe like 4 minutes ago or something, then it's because of me. I didn't have time anymore yesterday, so I'm doing it at like 6:30 p.m. or a.m. my bad. So yeah, here we have the wars, and as you can see, there's a lot of wars. And at first we started baiting Frenzy, of course, because there went a lot of people online, because it was like 30th of December, and people were still working on that damn Friday. Or was it the 20th? Yeah, it was the 29th of December, but people were working on Friday, so we didn't go hard. Or, yeah, we did go hard, but just in a frenzy, of course. The Virgin Freaks, Germany 1 and OSP were the ones that were kind of baited. So yeah, we were going for 0 losses as usual, because you can see that I always minimize my losses to an extent. We have after Unicorn Prospects, we have Draghi Italiani, and I don't know what happened here. I don't know if they stripped for us, I honestly don't know. I was out for Imperial Knights to Hostile Takeover German Sorrow, and then we matched Angus for the first time. OSP is a guild that we matched like 5 times as well. You can maximize your shit, and what do I mean by that is like, you can match a guild 5 times in a war. So you can match OSP 5 times. We matched them 5 times. And other guilds we just match them 1 time. It's just certain guilds that you match like 5 times. Because OSP and Angus are the ones that we match a fuck ton. Which is the full 5 times. After that you can match them anymore. We also match True Order about 2 times. And I'll get to that in a bit. Because here's the True Order one. The Old Guard was another push, I guess. Crazy 8080s was another push. Black Hawks, meh. And then True Order came around. This was our first loss. This was the top 1 run, and they wanted to bait a frenzy. Now I was like, okay. And they said that they'd stay behind my points. So I was like, okay, sure. And what they did was they stayed behind, you know, until a certain moment, and then they got 20k ahead, and then we had the upper hand to make sure when the frenzy came. Or come on. And I just said to my people like, hey, wait until this time arrives and then bait the frenzy out, because we wanted to actually win from these guys. So what they did was they went expecting it, and the rep was Joker from the Zen family. And he actually said to me like, GG, almost won indeed, because we lost by 4k. These dudes, we were hitting so damn hard in that damn frenzy, and these dudes started power attacking because they knew they'd lose otherwise. So I was seeing, in the end, you know, we lost in the last 5 seconds, by the way, with those 4k. It was a close, really fucking close frenzy, because we had the up hand for the entire time, until they saw that we were winning quite heavily with how many people we were online at that moment. And they were fucked, basically. So they started power attacking. I can completely understand that. It's kind of like a bitch move, but that's not on me, of course. You know, I'm not. I was salty at the time at it, but now it's just. I think it's a dick move to do that. But they were going for 0 losses as well. They actually managed to keep that. Then here is Sunday, I believe, and here's where we started to push, because we were like 10 million behind, and we were going for a top 3 anyway. So we were like, why the hell not? You know, Evil Orange, War Angels, that's a push of like over 8 million right there. That's just 2 pushes of over 8 million, and that's close. Then you suddenly get close enough. Then we had Aliado Sofashosko. These guys, they were stripped, but they were stripped too late, so I decided to say, just get some attacks in, you know, don't go ham. Then Angels, Rock and Phoebus Rising, Faithful Uprising, OSP, and the Dedicated. This is the wars that we actually got to catch up on the other ones, because the World Assassins was top 3 for the entire, or the number 3 for the entire time, and we were getting closer to them. They were trying to keep the gap at 4 million, didn't work out. And then we had another couple of frenzies. Supernatural we decided to push again, because sometimes we just had to bait out a couple of frenzies because our biggest hitters went online, and then when they came on, you know, it was like push, 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 and Supernatural was one of them. They also wanted to let me hit the entire time. Didn't want that because I didn't have enough gems at the time. Friends from Warrior, Spawns of Darkness, OSP again, World Mad Manta. These guys were baiting out a frenzy, World Mad Manta. These guys are indie or something or whatever, and they were baiting out a frenzy for the entire time. And all of a sudden, I just put a stop to that because they were getting 900 points at my Goldbuster account. I don't really have all too good armors on my alt, to be honest with you. But then we have Unicorn Prospects, the Immortals. Another time for Unicorn Prospects, and here we really went ham. This was to just make sure our spot is secure, and here is where the actual pushes started to begin. Warhammers, a block from TFO. You know, we already lost one, so we were like, just fucking deal with it, you know. Unicorn Prospects again. Angus is where we started to match them here. Germany won again. 4.1 million war. A couple of frenzies and a couple of big pushes here. Not really much to look at, honestly. And yeah, True Order again. I decided to say no attacks at all here because that wasn't worth it. Faithful Uprising. Don't really... Oh yeah, they wanted to... I wanted to say don't really know what happened here. But Faithful Uprising was going to actually... make sure we get a frenzy, but in the end they didn't attack at all. So I decided to say after like 40 minutes into the war, just get your free energy in. Then we matched True Order, Angus again, Unicorn Prospects getting quite pissed at us right now. We matched them 3 times, True Order, okay. Unicorn Prospects again, the Dedicated, Crazy 8080s, Alianos of Shafashesko, again a Crazy 8080s, and True Order. So I decided to say payback for that one time, or my members actually want payback. So yeah, we just went ham, and of course they started power attacking again. Power attacking is one of those things that just absolutely melts your gems away, because that's like you can do like 10 power attacks in 90 gems. And you'll have to have a lot of gems to do so, let's just say, to say the least. So that were the wars, and here's the rest. True Order, of course, with that clean 59-0. Honestly, I don't think they were going to slingshot us if we matched them and at the very last war, you know, because they were so damn wanting that. I guess you can say that they were so into that getting them top 1, you know, that they were like, you know, let's just fuck the entire alliance and let's just go for our needs, our own needs, of course. But that it just feels like it to me. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm not right about it, but you know, in the end, if you want your alliance to thrive, you'll have to help each other. And I don't know if True Order was willing to do that in this war, honestly, because it felt like to me that they were just trying to maintain that 0 losses at all costs. We were doing that as well, but after their 1 loss, it was just like, hey, if we match a block, just fucking let them block. The World Assassins, Eternality, Overdose was the guild that got pushed out. I believe this was the First Order top 1 sanction run, and yeah, they just got kicked out of top 3. Meh. They had a very expensive top 10 to say the least. The Old Guard, Misfit Toys, Snow Wolves, OSP. This is not like throwing shit at TFO or something, but it's like sanctioning a top 1, you know. I don't know, just sanctioning a top 3 would be better. Because if you say you're going top 1 and then in the end you're going to get kicked out of top 3 is kinda... that's fucked up. And yeah, Misfit Toys, Snow Wolves, OSP, The Dedicated, Faithful Uprising, Q-Mob. These guys can push hard Q-Mob, by the way. And they don't even have to have a lot of wars, just like Eternality does on their regular domination runs. But this one was eccentric. You know, we had to keep pushing, otherwise we would have lost the race. You know, the difference is in a marathon, like you need to spend your gems on you just have to keep sprinting, you know, and these guys started sprinting at the beginning and we started sprinting at the second day. And that's basically where the others went wrong, because they were running out of gems so hard, because the World Assassins was pushing so fucking hard in that last two wars. You know, they were so afraid, and they did a 5 million war, I guess. A lot of power attacks were spent in that war, to at least say the least. Most of my guys were out already, but meh, we still had some gems left. Q-Mob, Chaotification, Aliado Sofashosko. So I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I just don't know what it says, honestly. Also, that stupid little token in between the Aliado and the other word. The Hungry Huskies, Unicorn Prospects, Tectonic Tintons, Zombie Killers. Yeah, Tectonic Tintin just gave in after a while. Cheesy Greasy, Angus. Yeah, they lost 5 battles because of us, because like half of those battles were frenzies as well. Legends Are Forever, Los Locos, Hostile Takeover, Crazy 8080s, Bates Motel, and Demonic Masters. Big shout out to Crazy 8080s, by the way, because these guys let me handle the entire Y as a guild master, except for the last 20 minutes, because they had to secure top 25, and I was like, sure, go ahead, you know. And so they could do that, and you can see that right here, because they managed to get another 300k, even though we already were at 2 million. They didn't need the bonus, they just wanted to get some points in to make sure that they're secure. Well, they just did that. So yeah, Blur was power attacking, by the way, in the last war, because we needed some people to do that. So yeah, that was it actually. That was everything for this video. It's maybe a 20-minute video, 15 to 20 minutes, don't even know, but we'll see eventually. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. The Reckless family is one of those families the way you say, you're such a small branch, you know? And then after a while you see this, and then we are one of the few families that know how to get, one of the smaller few families that know how to get shit from others, you know, mercenaries from others, and get them together with our own biggest hitters, and just push an entire top 3 guild out, or top 1, whatever the fuck over those was. I don't even know. I know it was a top 3 sanctioned, but I don't know. I've also heard the word top 1 fall. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Another big shout out to Mr. Doman here from Supernatural for blocking Overdose for that last war. He was dancing, but they were power attacking, so you can't really do anything about that. But big shout out to that guy for dancing his ass off for 60 minutes and getting and securing Eternality for that top 3 spot. And yeah, let's just take a look at how good that thing actually is, because I'm actually quite wondering. The top 1 stats, it's like, damn. By the way, I didn't went for the U Envoy, because I didn't care, honestly. Look, this is high commander. Yeah, this is high commander stats. Everything is level 1, 7k already, and I'm like, Jesus. And my Guildmaster account, you can see that right here, can get 10k on both things with this. And you can clearly see that right here. This is the first time I'm actually reaching 10k with a fire pep that I have. It's both over 10k, so I'm good. I'm really fucking good. So guys, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't yet. As I said, big shout out to Doman from Supernatural for dancing that entire war. Big shout out to Supernatural family as a whole, because these guys are awesome, you know. I know of these guys, that they are in NWO as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again next time.